So, I'm going to talk about something that was bothering me. It bothered me for a little bit because we were in class, and in my civics class, what we do is we watch the news, and it's called, I think, what was it, CNN News or something like that. We watch it like every day in there, and it's like, why? But we watch it in there every day, and what's really annoying is like what this specific topic was about. And it's on the news, it's real news, it's real, it's everything. So apparently there's this thing that they're addressing or whatever, about thinking about having transgender bathrooms for transgender people. And I think that's terrible because, yes, I'm all for it. I mean, yes, they are people too, they are human beings. That's discrimination. You can't do that. Have a woman's bathroom, a men's, and then have one labeled transgender. That's terrible because I couldn't imagine being transgender and then my TV was on. Okay. Skip on it. I can't imagine being transgender. I don't want to label anyone or anything or single anyone out, but I'm just saying I can't imagine. And then you get up, you go to the bathroom, and you see men, women, and then transgender, and it's like you're labeled like a sign. Like, you don't want to be identified, you don't want to be labeled as something, and I don't know, that's the problem, labels. And you're having a label put on you, and it's like, this is where you go, and this is only where your kind goes. And by having that takes us 2 million steps backwards in America, because years ago, obviously everyone knows about how African American people were treated and still are being treated, which is very terribly. America's already taken 5,000 steps back already, because minorities are being treated like crap more and more as they were in the past, and history is just repeating itself. Never expect racism or discrimination to go away, because people are terrible human beings. People are terrible. They suck. They are a stupid, ignorant, uneducated species, and I'm pretty sure dogs are smarter than human beings, because you can't just do that. Years ago we had bathrooms labeled ladies and men and colored. People that had color in their skin, they had to go to a different bathroom. We should not be taking 2 million steps back and having transgender people singled out like that. That's terrible. It's ridiculous. Bathrooms shouldn't have a label on them anyways, because it's just a bathroom. At the end of the day, all of us do the same thing in a bathroom. We all empty our waste out of our body, and there's no difference whatsoever. All of us do the same thing. And this one boy commented in my class on it, and he was like, I think he said it's segregation, or it's I think he said it's segregation, or it's how black people were treated, or something like that, he said. But with gay people. And I was just thinking, really? With gay people? Are you kidding me? Just because you're transgender does not mean you're gay. And I think it's more than that. It comes down to people being gender fluid. Some people are feminine, obviously. Some people act very feminine. Some people act very masculine. Some people don't identify as a gender because a gender is what you identify as. For example, I am mixed. I could identify myself when I go to take a test or whatever, or something like that. I could identify myself as just African American, or I could identify myself as Native American. or I could just identify myself as white or other, because that's what I go by. That's what I identify myself as. I identify myself as a girl because that's what I identify myself as. That's what I see myself as, and that's what I am to myself. You can't single a human being out. If someone is gender fluid, that means, if you don't know what that means, I'm gonna go get my phone so you can know the exact definition. And for anyone that's watching this and that disagrees or thinks I'm crazy or stupid for thinking that everyone should be treated equally, then you'll understand the real definition of all the stuff that I'm talking about. But basically I'm saying that people should be treated the same. And it does not matter, because bathrooms are bathrooms, and transgender people should not be singled out. If a male has, went through the transformation of being a woman, that's what that person wants to be identified as, a woman. That's what they are now, and that's what they want to be. They want the pronouns of she, her, miss, ms. That's what they want. They may not want that. They may not want to have pronouns used. Doesn't mean they're gay. It has nothing to do with sexuality, really. Because you could be a woman and act very masculine but still be straight. Don't say for gay people. Like, that just made me so mad, because it's not about sexuality. It's about treating a human being how it's supposed to be treated. If a male turns into a female, like I was saying, and they they go through like the whole transformation, and they walk into a woman's bathroom and I'm there washing my hands and they're there washing their hands, I have no problem. I do not feel uncomfortable. I do not feel frightened, scared, unsafe, whatever, because they are a human being. That's the restroom they want to use. That's the one they chose, so that's the one they use. It's not a big deal. They come into the bathroom just like anyone else, and they use the restroom. There's no point in even like trying to single them out. Be ignorant about it. There's no point. They're human beings. They deserve to use whatever restroom they want. If you are let's put it this way, if you are a woman and you act very masculine and you dress as a guy, as I put in quotes because clothes do not have genders, then you feel masculine, you want to use the men's bathroom, then you can. It's not a big deal. I don't see it as a big deal. Other people may see it as a big deal because they talk about like, oh well, body parts and stuff. Last time I checked, it's a body part. Like, why are you making a big deal out of this? As long as no one is hurting anyone, no one's getting hurt in the process, we're fine. So if you are a man and you are, you're really feminine and, you want to use the woman's bathroom, then go ahead. I would hate to be gender fluid and stand there and just see the bathroom doors. Woman. Men. It's like I'm being labeled. And I wouldn't like that if that were me. I would not like that at all, because I'd feel like, well, I don't go by woman, I don't go by men, what do I do? It's like on a test. I don't go by African American, I don't go by Native American, I don't go by white. What do I do? And then it's like that little other box, that's like the last one, other. And it's like you have to check that one because you're other. You're singled out, you're different. Because you aren't one race. And I just don't think it's right. And having another bathroom is just crazy. It doesn't matter. When we all get home, we don't have labels and stuff on our family. As in, anyone can go in there. It does not matter if you are handicapped, woman, male. It just does not matter. It doesn't, because it's a family one. You know what I mean? It just, if you understand what I mean, it does not matter. So that is a gender neutral bathroom. So if you're like, oh God, America's going down the drain, what's next? Gender neutral bathrooms. Yeah, I saw an ignorant person tweet that on this Old Navy ad with an interracial couple. I'm happy. Go interracial couples. I want to see more black people, more interracial people, more mixed people, more Hispanic people, more Puerto Ricans, Latinos, anything you can think of besides white people. I'm not racist, but I'm just saying, because over the years all you have seen is constantly white people on everything, white people advertising everything, and as a minority, it's just, it's irritating. It's infuriating, because you don't see other people out here, your skin color, you know, like modeling and stuff. You don't see models up there modeling Victoria's Secret of different ethnicities. It's kind of rare in the fashion world to see a black girl. And it's just crazy to think that, you know, that we live in a world like that, but it's not really crazy, because it's like, this is it. All of us deserve equality. It does not matter your race. It does not matter what your sexuality is. And it should not matter what you identify yourself as. You don't have to identify yourself as anything.